All right, we're back with a great review here. This one I think is going to be fun.
Yeah.
Matt's found some vintage
Vintage, yes.
Bud Select.
Found some specially aged Bud Select. We've got, is this when they were doing
wait.
born on dates?
Wait, this is the new one.
No.
Yeah, this
Wait
is.
a minute.
Yeah, this is the new one.
This is the new one, yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I said.
okay.
All right. So this one's June 3rd, 2009. I think this is when they were stamping born on dates still. So we've got a 10-year-old. And then we've also got a brand new. So, okay, these are Best Buy. So this is a March 19th, 2019. So these are almost exactly 10 years apart. These were hermetically sealed and aged for purity and freshment. I don't know. They probably went through some freeze-thaw cycles, but we're going to pretend like they didn't and just see what sitting in a can did over 10 years.
All right, so you can see the difference in the can. I prefer this one. Brewed for the Lou. So then we have the older one, which is equally as good as, I guess. You know? I guess let's get cracking.
All right.
Well, let's pour the new one first.
You want it?
Using our Michelob chalices.
Really, you have to drink Bud Select out of a chalice.
All right, looks like your typical Bud Select.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy or crazy.
All right. Now, truth be told, we've done this once before. So, hopefully the results are what we expect.
Yeah. On to can number 2, the vintage Bud Select.
Ooh. My noise was a little different.
Whoa.
Wow.
How's that happening?
That one's got a magic.
All right, that one has a lot more head on it. Honestly, I don't remember if I tilted the can on the other one or not.
All right, so it might not show up on camera, but the new is definitely more golden yellow. The 10-year-old, we've got almost an amber going on, at least in mine.
Yeah. There's definitely a difference.
So new, old. And we
Yeah, that's
still got head going on this one.
Yeah, same here. You see anything in here?
No, I don't
I
see.
The last one we did, we saw some sediment, didn't we?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. I can see a little bit of sediment in there.
And that last one had some sediment, and the color was even more pronounced. I mean, it was obvious.
It definitely doesn't smell like an adjunct lager, that's for sure.
Yeah. The new one's just a clean smell. And you all know what Bud Select smells like. And this is, it's nice, it's clean. My carbonation's almost gone. So really, I'm not getting a lot. This one,
Yeah.
this old one's still pouring up. The smell's still coming. It's a lot more malty.
It almost kind of smells orangey or zesty or
Maybe.
something to me. Does it to you? Alright.
Should I cleanse my palate?
Yeah, I think I did, but I'll do it again, just in case.
My mouth feels even different. It feels I don't know. It's almost thicker. It's a little juicier, and I'm getting, strangely enough, I'm getting some orange on this one. Just like you said.
Nothing wrong with Bud Select. It's clean. There's not a lot of flavor going on in there. There we go.
So I can appreciate the old Born On dates and the now Best By date. You definitely can get a skunky beer here and there.
Wow.
And but that's not what this is.
No,
It's almost.
It is definitely a lot maltier. I mean, this is the maltiest Budweiser product I think I've ever had.
So I don't know if the aging just imparted something false that we're getting in here, or
And getting that zesty taste to it. I don't know to be excited to drink this or scared. I mean, I like it better.
yeah. If I had, and they could guarantee me that it wasn't sitting out in the sun for 10 years, but if I had a 12 pack of that on the shelf versus the new one, I'd pick this on taste.
Yeah.
And I don't remember it tasting like this 10 years ago. I remember it's pretty much been the same. I doubt the recipe has changed. Maybe there's somebody at AB, a brewmaster, who can tell us, but I assume something to do with sitting in a can for 10 years. And that's why we did it with these. I have a few old bottles, but the air gets into those a lot easier, obviously, than the cans. So I got to figure your skunky skewing of the taste is going to come through on a bottle that's old. But
And, I mean, you can. The lacing on
Yep.
on this one is just.
no,
I don't know. That's crazy to me. I mean, you would think that a 10-year-old macro beer would be really gross,
yeah.
but I would definitely take this one.
Yep.
I mean, if you work for AB or you have anything to do with AB and their recipes, maybe you should age the Bud Select. I mean, I wonder what it does for the calorie intake and all that, though. I mean,
Yeah.
since it's maltier, I wonder if it reduces or increases the calories on it.
Yeah, so if it's aging longer, I'm trying to think. These are pasteurized, so the process is killed, right? Or no? Am I making that up? Because if
No, I think you're right.
okay, so if you're bottle conditioned, the yeast is still going, which
Right.
means it's still making alcohol, which means your calories are going up because your alcohol is going up. But I don't think that's the case with a canned macro. But somebody smarter than us is watching this right now. So give us a comment and tell us how stupid we are and what we should be saying.
Well, I mean, look at that. This looks like this definitely doesn't look like a macro.
I'm trying to
Budweiser
think
product.
of what this tastes like.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think to give credit where credit is due. I'm trying to think of an AB product that this would relate to, but
Maybe not even the reserves really, because you got the Freedom Reserve, which was a red lager.
yeah.
The Peel, which was
I-
an amber.
I'm gonna jump companies. I'm gonna say this would almost be like a very, very light, like a Blue Moon. You got a little bit of citrus in there. It's a little more malty than you would expect out of a normal lager. So it's not totally. It's not a full Belgian yeast, and it's not a full citrus. But I'm just trying to think of how to describe this.
We might need to drink some Pepto Bismol after we're done here, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't go Blue Moon on this. But I mean, it's super dry.
the look is just more appealing.
Yeah, it really
Maybe
is.
I'm faking myself out. I mean, look at the lacing on that still. And this one might as well be
Water, colored water, Mexican water. Now, the first time we did this, I didn't have it because I was afraid I would get sick. But I mean, I would drink this all the time.
We were surprised. I pulled out a can when I found it at first. We served it to a bunch of guys blind. When we poured it, it was obvious that they could pick out the old one from the color. But then, as the novelty wore off and they started tasting it, every single one preferred the taste of the, I guess we're going to call it the aged Bud Select. So,
Yeah, and no, we don't need to go on and on, but it's maltier, it's drier, it's more attractive. I don't know what else to say.
That's
I mean,
it.
It's better.
Yep.
So,
So, yeah.
if you were going to rate this 1 to 5, what would you give it?
See, I always try to rate according to the beer. I know that
You don't know what it is.
but
Clean slate.
if I'm going, this is just any lager. This might be like it's like a 3.75 or a 4.
Wow.
For a
Okay.
lager, it's a good lager.
Yeah.
And
What would you give this one?
You know, this one's not bad, but I would skew my results here, and I'd go, you know, this one's a 3.25 or something because I know what it's meant to be, and I could go out and buy a 30-pack for a lot cheaper than I can go buy, you know, something else. So I know what I'm expecting, and it doesn't disappoint. It gives me what I want every time. But that's more like a craft almost.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you hit it. You nailed it right there.
So maybe AB, you can start aging some of these, put them in the back, sell them on 10-year anniversaries, and you can cite our review. And if you make any additional money off of those sales, maybe you can kick it back to us. So,
Hey, I can't disagree with that either.
all right.
So here we are with the vintage or aged Bud Select and the new Bud Select. We're both going with the aged.
Yeah, until we die.
Yeah,
So,
you may never see another beer review from us again. But
all right.
all right, we'll talk to you later.